Doctor Chaitanya Prakash Yogi, Director Swami Vivekananda Culture Center, Ms. Kavita Solanki, Ms. Shristi Harinarai, Mr. Piyush Khandelwal, distinguished online guests. On behalf of the Swami Vivekananda Culture Center, the Consulate General of India in Durban, I would like to invite you to Indian Kitchens Worldwide Week. Today being the fourth day of virtual visits to Indian kitchens of the North American continent. To begin today's program, we will have a Sanskrit shloka rendition by Ms. Kavita Solanki, who is a teacher of Indian culture at the Swami Vivekananda Culture Center in Durban.
Thank you, Cheryl ji. Namaskar, everyone. ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विना वधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ. Thank you.
Which translates to Om. Together may we move to, in our studies, the teacher and the student. Together may we too relish our studies, the teacher and the student. Together may we perform our studies with vigor, with deep concentration. May what has been studied by us be filled with brilliance of understanding leading to knowledge. May it not give rise to hostility due to lack of understanding. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you, Ms. Kavita, for that wonderful shloka chant. Today we will start by visiting Ms. Srimati Fernandez from Ottawa in Canada, who is making a Baghare Baigan dish.
Hello everyone, my name is Smriti Fernandez. I'm from Ottawa, originally from India. I work as an analyst in a not-for-profit organization in the pharmaceuticals department. I grew up in Hyderabad, and there's no surprise that I'm sharing a very typical Hyderabadi recipe today with you. They are called Baghare Baigan, which literally could be translated to seasoned eggplants. So without wasting much time, let's look at the ingredients required. So the ingredients that we need for Baghare Baigan is obviously the eggplants. So here I've taken the baby eggplants, and they have to be taken whole. We'll cook them whole, we'll stuff them and cook them. So this is the ideal size. I've taken one onion, sliced it, one tomato chopped. The other items that we will be dry roasting are cashew nuts, groundnut, red whole chili, coriander seeds, cumin seeds, desiccated coconut. I also have a tamarind, lemon-sized ball of tamarind, which is soaking in warm water. We'll be extracting the juice and using it in our gravy. So we'll begin with roasting these ingredients. I do not have the groundnut and cashew in here because they're already roasted, so I'll use them as is. So I'll roast these ingredients till I see the color of the desiccated coconut changing. And we don't have to burn it, but we have to roast it really well. I've sauteed the other ingredients, and now I'm going to brown the onions. Once the onions are browned, I will be adding the tomatoes. They don't need to be really cooked too much, but we will brown the onions for sure. So all the ingredients are ready to be ground. I'll peel them off and grind them to a fine paste, or you could even leave them close. So this is how the stuffed eggplants look. I have stuffed them with the masala that we just ground. And now we're going to shallow fry them. So I have taken some oil in a pan and I have some curry leaves, and then my stuffed eggplants, and I'm going to fry them for a bit. Now that the eggplants have been frying for a couple of minutes, I'm going to add the remaining ground mixture. I have also added the tamarind pulp to it, and it's going into the eggplants. And this is how it looks with the pulp extracted and the remaining ground mixture into the pan. And now we're going to cover it and let it cook till the eggplants are well done. So the Bagara Baigan is ready to be served. You could have it with jeera rice or chapati, however you like it. I hope you enjoy the dish. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Srimati Fernandez. That looks absolutely delicious. Now we will visit Miss Shweta Jain from Canada and watch how she prepares a Shahi Paneer.
Everyone, my name is Shweta. I live in Canada, and today I want to share my recipe for Indian dish. It's called Shahi Paneer, and it's very delicious. People usually eat with different kind of breads. So let's start making Shahi Paneer today. Okay, so let's start with the ingredients what we need to make this dish. So I'm gonna start. So I have some chopped tomatoes, big slices, two big tomatoes. Then I have two onions, which are also sliced in the long slice. Then I have 200 grams cheese, cottage cheese, 2 curry leaves, 4 garlic cloves, 1 green chili, 1 ball of cashews, some chopped ginger, and then I have, like in spices, I have 3 black cardamom, green cardamom, some cloves, cinnamon, and black pepper. And we will be needing some salt. This is like a red chili, but it's not spicy. It's just to give the good color of the gravy. And then I have, to make the dish a little bit creamy, it's cream, 35% whipped cream, and I have some butter. So let's start make the dish now. So let's start the preparation. I have one fry pan. So I'm gonna be pouring all the ingredients into the pan except whipping cream and the cottage cheese. So let's turn on the gas on medium, and I'm gonna pour in all tomatoes. Now onions, garlic cloves, chili, cashews, ginger, and salt according to the taste. And this red chili for the color. And I will be pouring water, 1 glass of water. I'm gonna stir this a little bit to mix them well. So now we will add butter in it. spices and curry leaves. Now I'm gonna stir a little bit more to mix it everything well, and I'm gonna cover the lid and let it boil for 10 minutes. Okay, so after a couple of minutes you need to check, keep an eye that it's stirring, keep on stirring it, that it's boiling properly until it gets soft. So now it's soft. I'm checking with my spatula, so I can turn off the heat and let it cool down. After that, I'm going to grind this in a puree. So I pour the curry in 2 bowls so that it can cool down. In the meantime, I'm gonna get ready with the paneer. So I took the same pan. I'm gonna turn on the heat now. I will put again little butter. So now let's start with the paneer. So I have 200 grams paneer, as I told you, whipped cream, and I'm gonna add little ginger paste to give nice flavor. So it's like half of the spoon. That's all. I'm gonna stir it. And now I'm gonna add the cottage cheese to make it stir fry, and please do it very gently so paneer doesn't break, and it will give the very good flavor to the gravy. So we'll stir the paneer few minutes to make it little brown, and so I think it's good enough. I'm gonna turn off the heat now, and I think our gravy is also cooled down. So now I'm gonna mix it in the blender to make this puree. So let's start pouring all the gravy in here to make it puree. So I will start grind the puree now. Good enough now. So after that, we're going to strain all the puree to give the good texture and the nice consistency. It's a bit tight, sorry guys. So now I will strain all the puree to give good texture. So there is no peel of tomatoes and onion. It will give you a smooth texture. So after stirring this, I got this silky and smooth puree. It's a very good consistency, you can see that. Now I'm gonna turn on the heat again and pour this into the pan. So after that, gives like really good color. So let it boil for at least 1 minute, and then I'm gonna add some methi leaves, which is called as a fenugreek leaves as well. So you can see now there is a boil coming up to the gravy, and you just keep on stirring this. So let's add the leaves. Now again stir it to mix that green leaves in this puree. Okay, so this fenugreek leaves gives very nice flavor and the fragrance to this delicious dish. So okay, so after this, now it's boiling good, I'm going to add this whipping cream in it to give more rich and creamy vegetable. It gives the very nice color to this dish and more creamy. I think now I'm gonna turn off the gas. The Shahi paneer dish is ready. So I turn off the heat now. My dish is ready. I'm going to pour in a bowl, and let's pour it. So you can see it's a very good smooth texture. So my dish is ready, and it's good for 4 to 6 people. And I would like to say big thank you to Swami Vivekananda Center in Durban. That way I get to share my delicious recipe for Shahi paneer. Thank you. Bye everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Sweta Jain, for that wonderful dish. Any paneer dish is actually my favorite. The next kitchen we are visiting is all the way in Los Angeles, and it's with Dr. Uttara Rajamani, who is cooking a South Indian dish called fritter curd soup.
Hello everyone, Namaste. This is Dr. Uttara Rajamani. I'm joining you guys from Los Angeles, California in the USA. I'm really happy to be a part of this program organized by the Consulate of India in Durban. Being a part of this program makes me very happy because I will be presenting a dish which is very close to home, and you probably will not find it in restaurants to order. You will have to make it at home, and it's a comfort food for a lot of South Indian people, specifically the people from Tamil Nadu. I'm going to be sharing a recipe called Punukku Mor Korambu. In English, if I have to translate it, it's a fritter curd soup. It's a very nice dish. It's very good for having while it's hot and summery outside. I'm very looking forward to sharing this recipe with all of you. Thanks. Soak tuar dal and chana dal for 2 hours. Soak rice for 2 hours. And the other ingredients are dry chili, curry leaves, asafoetida, and salt. So all the above ingredients go in a mixer, and it needs to be ground into a coarse paste. Make sure you do not add a lot of water because in that case your fritters are not going to come out solid. So add as less water as you can and grind all these ingredients into a coarse, rough paste. Another optional thing is to add chopped onions to the batter. Mix it well and make them into bite-sized fritters and deep fry them in oil. Because the paste was coarse, it's gonna come out very nice and crispy. Make sure to fry them into a nice golden brown colored fritter. Here is the well-fried golden brown fritter. And now to the yogurt soup base. Beat 1 to 1.5 cups of yogurt in a bowl into a nice smooth consistency. Separately, in a blender or a mixer, take 1 cup of grated coconut, 1 cup of besan or gram flour, half a green chili because I have a young kid. I don't want her to feel the heat, so I put as little chili as possible, but that's totally your taste. If you want it hot, go for more. And then add 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of cumin seeds or jeera. Grind this into a smooth paste. You can add water. Now take the paste into a vessel where you're gonna make the dish and add additional 2 cups of water to it. Bring this to a light boil by adding half a teaspoon of turmeric and 1 teaspoon salt. A very light boil, as in 1 or 2 bubbles coming out of it, should be sufficient. Now to this, once it is boiled very lightly, add the yogurt or the curd that you have beaten up. This is going to add the nice coolness and sour, the very light sour taste to your soup. At this point, you may adjust the consistency by adding a little bit water. Now, we are ready to add the fritters onto our soup. I'm gonna give the fritters its proper name, kunukku. So adding the kunukku to the more korambu, which is the yogurt soup, makes the dish ready to be had. Here is the mouth-watering kunukku more korambu, all ready for us to taste. I hope you enjoyed watching the dish as much as I enjoyed making it for you. So definitely give it a try. I'm sure you'll fall in love with it just like I did. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Uttara Rajamani, for making that dish. Looks so simple and easy to prepare, and which is not available in any restaurant. Now we're moving all the way to Texas, USA, and Priyanka Goyal prepares a paneer makhani.
My name is Priyanka. I'm from USA and today I'm making paneer makhani. For paneer makhani I have already prepped all the ingredients to start making it. So I'll put some ghee, Indian clarified butter. You can also use olive oil. It's completely optional. And then I'll put some cumin seeds once it will heat. Now I will put some cumin seeds. Once cumin seeds starts popping, I'll put some bell peppers to roast. You don't have to roast them completely, just a bit till it gets tender. And the flame will be on medium heat. So by the time it's getting tender, bell peppers are getting tender, we'll prep the gravy. For gravy, I have already cut onions, tomatoes, cashews. These are soaked cashews, green chilies, garlic, and ginger, and put some spices in this. I'll put some cumin powder, coriander powder, some red chili powder. You can adjust spices according to your taste. Some turmeric powder. Now we'll make it into a smooth paste. So I've made this smooth paste for the gravy, makhni gravy. Once the bell peppers are bit tender, they will still take some time. I'll just put some salt so that it will get tender or easily. Now I'll cover it for few minutes so that it will get tender. After a few minutes I'll check my bell peppers and I think they are ready. Now I'll put this makhni gravy in this. Give it a good mix, stir them, and put salt according to your taste. And cover it and leave it for a few minutes till it gets. Now let's check. As you can see, this gravy is ready. So when you see oil splurge on the side, it means the gravy is ready, oil or ghee. Now I'll pour some water. So water you have to pour according to your taste, like what type of gravy you want, the consistency of gravy. If you want it thick, then don't put much. If you want it bit runny, then it's like according to your taste. I will let it boil for a minute or so. Now I'll cover it again and let it boil for a few seconds. Now I'll check it. This gravy is ready. I have this MDH paneer masala. I'll put it a little bit. It will give a good flavor to the vegetable, and stir it. And now I will put my paneer in this. I've already cut it in cubes, and now we'll put some paneer in this. just give them a good mix so that the paneer doesn't break. And garnish it with a little bit cream if you want. It's completely optional. If you want it, you can give it. It gives a good texture and good flavor. And now our paneer makhani is ready. This is the easiest method that I use. Everyone has their different methods to make this vegetable, but I use this method. And serve it hot with chapati, naan, paratha, any kind of Indian bread you want to serve it with. Now you can see our paneer makhani is ready. Thank you for watching this.
Thank you, Miss Priyanka Goyal. This is actually one of my favorite dishes as well. I hope you have all enjoyed these wonderful dishes being prepared. And now we will watch how Miss Divya Srivastava from Cleveland, Ohio in USA prepares a moong dal kachori with aloo curry.
Hello everyone, my name is Divya Srivastava from Cleveland, Ohio, USA. I have been living here for 10 years. My hobby is cooking and I love making different types of dishes and recipes. Recently, I started making videos for my cooking channel on YouTube so that I can help others in learning recipes. Let me introduce my family. This is my husband.
Hi, my name is Vineet Srivastava and I have been living in Cleveland for last 10 years with my family. We have got 2 kids in our family. Here is our son. His name is Saumil and he's 13.
Hi.
We also have got one daughter. Her name is Disha and she's here. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, and she's 4 turning 5 very soon.
So today I will make moong dal kachori with aloo curry. This is a dish from North India, especially from UP and MP area. So that is what I will make today. So first I will make potato curry. These are ingredients: potato, tomato, and this is spices, moong dal. So let's start making the potato curry. Now I will set this aside. So curry is ready, and I'm adding the cilantro. Just like that. Thank you for watching my video and I hope you like my recipe.
Thank you, Miss Divya Srivastava, for that mouth-watering dish. Now we will move to a kitchen in Canada and watch how Miss Purva Gill makes a chila dish.
Namaste, my name is Purva and I live in the western part of Canada in Vancouver. Welcome to my kitchen and welcome to our Sunday breakfast. So today we're making besan ka chila or besan chila, and roughly it translates into a savory pancake, savory vegetable pancake. It's a typical staple breakfast item or even an evening snack item, and it's relatively uncomplicated, but as you can see, even in uncomplicated simple recipes, we have upwards of 10 ingredients when it comes to Indian cooking, and we're very proud of that because we love flavorful food. So just an introduction to the ingredients. The base of the chila or the savory pancake is chickpea flour, or called besan. Then I'm going to fill it up with cottage cheese, which I've shredded here and mixed with some spices. We have turmeric, which is haldi, coriander powder, ajwain or ajwain seeds, salt, cayenne pepper, black pepper, yogurt, olive oil, and then chopped onion, bell pepper, tomatoes, and fine chopped green chili. So these are all the ingredients. We're going to start here. And chila basically originated in Gujarat, I believe, or Rajasthan even. But food as language, it travels very well in India, and everybody has their own take on it. So this might not be the original recipe. So we've added 2-3 spoons of yogurt to the chila, and then we're going to add water to make it a paste, just like a pancake batter. Here we go. Then we're going to start mixing. I'm going to also, not everyone does the recipe the same way, but I just like to add everything into the mix directly. So we're just going to add our veggies, and this is purely customizable. However you want to do it. If you don't like tomatoes, skip it. If you don't like onions, skip it. If you have something unavailable, you can still continue and make the breakfast. Keep adding water until we get a smooth, thick consistency. Okay, I'm going to start adding all the spices in, which I introduced in the beginning. This is turmeric, which is very good for health. Coriander powder. I also have some cumin powder mixed in with it. Ajwain seeds, which are extremely good for digestion. Salt, because this is savory. One chili is not enough for us. We've added green chili, but we're also adding red chili powder, or cayenne pepper as it's called. And also some black pepper, which is also very good. It's not going to be overly spicy, even with all these, not overly spicy for us, even with all these spices in. Just gonna add some more water. And usually it can be made plain as well without the cottage cheese stuffing, but with the cottage cheese stuffing, it just becomes, we like it better, and it keeps you full for a longer time. So depending on how hungry you are, you can leave the cottage cheese. If you leave that out, it can also become vegan. Right now it's vegetarian. So here we have the batter all ready. So this, as you can see, was quite simple to do. Nothing major here. Now we're going to cook this in olive oil. We have the pan heated to medium flame. I'm going to spread the olive oil nicely here. great thing, or like what I really love about living in Canada, one of the things that I really love is we can get our hands on all the Indian ingredients that we typically use back home. So the flavor of the food doesn't change so much. We don't have to compromise on the ingredients in terms of finding replacements or substitutes, because we find all the typical ingredients that we have in any Indian grocery store in the grocery stores here in Canada, which is really good for us. Okay, I'm going to start pouring the batter. It's very similar to pancake. And then you spread it out just like a pancake. That's it. And I'm going to have one more going here. Save some time.
Is it the map of India?
It could be some city or state. It doesn't have to be round and perfect, but yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect in shape. As you can see, it'll still taste just that good. Right now was the simple part. So it's almost cooked on one side, enough to be able to flip it, hoping so. We'll start and to get it off at the edges. Voila! Thankfully. Let it cook on this side too. We will continue cooking it until it has a crispy brown golden color. Okay, there we go. Yeah. At this point, once it's done on one side, we're going to add the shredded cottage cheese mix into it and fold it over. This savory pancake or the chila is also made with other ingredients. You can make it with legumes as well. Today we've chosen to make it with chickpea flour. And that's how you can simply incorporate protein into your vegetarian diet, which we get asked very often, that how do you get protein into your, how do you make sure that your protein intake is fulfilled with just eating vegetarian food. The cottage cheese is high in protein, so is chickpea flour because it's made of grams. Now we fold this over and kind of close it. Yeah. Same thing on the other side. So with just 1 teaspoon of oil, this is getting cooked. You don't need more than that on a non-stick. And typically, if you're not extremely hungry, two chilas would be enough for breakfast for one person. Again, that's not a rule. You could eat more if you want. So right now the brown part that you see just needs to become more brown on each side, like so. The aroma and this piping sound is making me hungry already. Let's flip it one more time to see if it's done. Yeah, this side is done. So just gonna cook it a little more on the other side, and then we're good. Almost done here. Alright, so one and then two. So here we have it. I'm serving it with a mango chutney today. You can usually have it with ketchup or mint chutney, and coffee and tea go really well. Today we're having coffee, chila, and mango chutney. So this is my Sunday breakfast. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to the Swami Vivekanand Center at Durban for the opportunity to share my food and kitchen and traditions. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Purva Gill, for that lovely dish. Fortunately, we have now come to the end of today's program for our journey to North America. I hope you all have enjoyed what we've been preparing, and we sincerely hope that you prepare all these dishes in your kitchens. We will now have vote of thanks by Miss Shristi Harinarai.
Namaskar. On behalf of the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center at the Consulate General of India in Durban, it gives me great pleasure in rendering this afternoon's tasty vote of thanks. Firstly, we would like to extend deep gratitude to our culinary experts, Ms. Smriti Fernandez, Mr. Uttara Rajamani, Ms. Priyanka Goyal, Ms. Divya Srivastav, Ms. Purva Gill, Ms. Shweta Jain, the Director of the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center, Dr. Chaitanya Prakash Yogi, colleagues Ms. Cheryl Banwarilal, Ms. Kavita Solanki, Mr. Piyush Khandawal. Thank you, Piyush ji, for all your technical assistance and support. Please join us for the rest of the proceedings for Indian kitchens worldwide. For me, namaskar.